Hello, so for my assignment extension, I've added in a now playing, popular, and top rated section up here in the site header so that users can have more categories that they can choose. So if you go into now playing, you can see what films are being played, what films are popular at the moment, and what films are top rated. And you can favorite these as per usual. And if you click onto more info, I've added in a cast and recommended movies. These are extra parameterized endpoints in the movie details page, and these are also an MUI component accordion section, which I've added in to allow for the expansion and collapse of each of these tabs. You can see the cast, you can see recommended movies that may be related to this film, and if you click on review, you can see the reviews. If you click on full review, you can see the full review. If you go back to home, I've also added in a minimum rating filter here. Previously we only had genre and search field, so if I press if I type like PE, it'll show up the films that have these two letters in them or the name, and I can favorite them. But if I choose a genre that is not related with these, it will disappear. And if I change that back, and if I change the ratings to an 8+, in which case it does not correlate to those films, so it does not show. So if I go back to the discovery page here in the movies, I've also added a pagination section at the bottom here, in which case what it does is basically it adds a section down here where you can press 2, it'll bring you to the next page of movies. If you press 3, it'll show more movies. Just gives more depth and makes the app feel a bit more complete. And I've also added in a must watch section here, which is for this I've actually kept using the React query for data fetching and catching across the endpoints. So if you press on the must watch, there's nothing here at the moment, but if you go to upcoming and you press add, these films will show up in the must watch section here, and you can view the info as before. So this works the same way as the favorites section as well. And if I go into the favorites section, I can bin any of these films. I can write a review, let's say Ice, this is a good film. I can give it a rating, I can reset this, and I can put in my name again, this is a good film. And then if I press submit, a pop-up will show up that I've submitted it, and if I close it, it'll bring me back to the favorites tab. And then if I go back to home, it brings me back to the home page. So all of these are functioning as intended as well. And if you press these arrows, it'll bring you back to the previous tab as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.